Let your body settle now. Your shoulders, feel how they want to climb up toward your ears. They don't need to do that anymore. Let them drop, just a small letting go. Your hands, where are they resting? Notice the small warmth in the palms. You are not holding anything. Let the fingers go soft. Your jaw, you might be holding it tighter than you realize. Let it open just the smallest amount, just enough that the teeth are no longer touching. Your feet, still and heavy. The blanket holds the warmth you have already made. It is yours. The blanket, or the cloth, or the hammock, whatever is around you tonight. Its weight is gentle. You are already here. There is nowhere else you need to be. There is nothing you need to solve right now. Nothing to plan, nothing to track, nothing to remember. Whatever did not get done today, it will keep. It will all be there tomorrow. Tonight there is only this. And as you breathe, the breath comes in slow and a little cool, and out even slower. You are in a small village deep inside the Amazon rainforest on a high bank above a slow brown river. The year is 1750. The people here have always lived in this way. The fishing was good today. The mandioca bread is set aside. The day is finished. Tonight you will simply rest. The maloca you are lying in is wide and dark and warm. It is one great open house, no rooms, no walls inside. The frame is built from long, straight trunks of paxiúba palm, lashed together with strips of vine. The roof rises high overhead in a long curve, thatched thick with overlapping fronds of Atta palm, layer upon layer, dark and dense, holding the warmth and the smoke. The walls are only half walls, or none at all in places. The forest air drifts gently through. The floor is packed earth, swept smooth by many feet, cool under the bare soles of those who walked across it earlier. Hammocks hang in long rows from the great wooden posts, each one a woven sling of tucum palm fibre or beriti, knotted close, slung at an easy height. The ropes creak softly when someone shifts. The maloca holds the whole family of the village. Everyone is here. Everyone is still. The maloca does not need anything from you. The roof keeps the dark. The posts keep the roof. The forest keeps the maloca. In the center of the maloca, the cooking fire has burned down to embers. The hearth is a simple shallow ring of darkened earth, terra preta, the rich black soil the people have made here over generations, mixed with charcoal and broken pottery and the slow gift of time. The wood is almost gone. Only the soft red glow of coals remains, breathing in and out as the air moves over them. A thin column of pale smoke rises from the coals and finds its slow way up through the thatch, threading between the palm fronds without hurry. The smell is warm and resinous, the smell of slow wood and woodsmoke soaked into everything in the maloca over many years. A cabasa, a dried gourd, hollowed and smoothed, rests beside the hearth, the kind used to scoop water or carry mandioca paste. A clay pot, blackened on its underside, sits on a small ring of stones. The cooking is done. The food was good. The pot is empty and clean. The fire breathes, slow, even. It does not need watching. The hammock you are lying in is the simplest thing. It is woven from the long, pale fibers of the tucum palm, fibers stripped and twisted and knotted over many quiet afternoons. The weave is close and even. The hammock curves under you in a long, gentle bowl, your back held, your weight spread softly through your shoulders and your hips. Your feet rest a little higher than your head. The rope at each end runs up to a heavy wooden post. When you breathe in, the hammock barely moves. When you breathe out, the hammock barely moves. The slight sway is so slow it is not really sway. It is more like the hammock is breathing with you. A length of soft cotton cloth lies over you, woven loose, dyed faintly with the warm orange of urucum seed. Light, but enough. The night air drifts gently across it. The warmth from your body settles into the cloth and stays there. There is nothing you need to solve right now. Nothing to plan, nothing to remember. The hammock holds you. The cloth holds the warmth. The maloca holds the hammock. Down the slope from the maloca, beyond the trees, the river runs slow and dark. It is a wide brown river, the kind that bends without hurry through the forest, whose surface looks almost still until you watch it long enough to see the slow drift of a leaf going by. At this hour, the river is invisible from the maloca, but you can feel where it is. You can hear the small water sounds, the very soft lap of the current against the low mud bank, the occasional gentle splash, a fish turning under the surface, a frog stepping from a leaf, a long pause, another small splash further along. The canoes are pulled up on the bank, dugouts of a single great trunk, hollowed and burned smooth, resting upside down on a low rack of poles. The fishing nets, woven of tucum cord, hang over a horizontal pole to dry, the cord smelling faintly of river water and smoked fish. The river goes on into the night. It does not stop, and it does not hurry. It has been moving like this for longer than anyone in the village can remember. Above the maloca, the forest canopy rises high into the dark. The trees here are old. A kapok tree stands at the edge of the clearing, vast, smooth-trunked, its great buttress roots spreading out across the forest floor like slow wooden waves. Its crown is so far above you that it disappears entirely into the night sky. Beside it, a tall rubber tree leans gently, its branches lost among the others. In the high branches, the air moves a little. A soft rustle of leaves far overhead that comes and goes. Now and then a single seed pod falls, a long pause as it drops through the layers, and then a small soft sound as it lands somewhere unseen in the leaves. A howler monkey calls once from a long way off, a deep, low, rolling sound that carries for miles through the dark canopy, almost like distant wind, almost like a slow drum. Then nothing. A pause. The forest holds the silence after, as if listening for the answer that does not come. High up, where bromeliads cling in the forks of branches and orchids open their small pale flowers in the dark, the canopy holds the night. You do not need to see it. It is there. Below the canopy, the forest floor lies deep and soft. The ground is a layer of leaves, broad, dry, fallen, laid one over another in a slow, soft drift that has been building for many seasons. Beneath the leaves, the earth is dark and damp. Tiny mushrooms have come up in small, pale clusters. A strangler fig has thrown its long, pale roots down the trunk of an older tree, twining patiently, slow as years. A great green cecropia leaf, almost as wide as your two open hands, hangs near the edge of the clearing. A column of leaf-cutter ants moves along its rim, each one carrying a small green piece of leaf above its head. They will work all night, and they do not need you. The night insects begin their soft work. The cicadas, somewhere in the middle layers of the trees, set up a slow, long rasping note that rises and falls. Tree frogs answer in small, bright clicks from the wet leaves near the river. A padu, the strange ghost bird of the forest, calls once, a soft, falling whistle, mournful and gentle. Then again, further off. A capybara, somewhere down by the river, settles into the mud with a low sigh that is almost a hum. The forest floor accepts every small body that lies on it tonight. Nothing to plan, nothing to remember. The forest does its quiet night work without you. The leaves keep falling. The ants keep moving. The frogs keep singing in the wet dark. A long way off, the rain begins. You hear it first as a soft hush in the canopy. A long way away, somewhere over the river, the first drops touching the highest leaves. The sound is far enough that it is barely a sound. It is more like the forest taking a slow breath. Then the hush comes closer. The leaves higher up begin to whisper. A few drops find their way down through the layers and land here and there on the broad cecropia leaves at the edge of the clearing. A small soft pat, a pause, another pat. And then the rain is over the maloca. It falls onto the thick palm thatch above you. The roof takes the rain easily, many overlapping layers of Atta palm, dense and old, soaking the sound, softening it into a steady, warm hush. None of the rain reaches inside. The maloca holds. The smell of the rain is sweet and earthy, wet bark, wet leaf, the dark soil drinking. The air cools just a little. Your cloth grows a little heavier with the small damp in the air. The hammock is exactly as warm as it was before. The rain in the rainforest is not a storm. It is a long, slow conversation between the sky and the leaves. It will go on for a long time. You do not have to listen to all of it. Somewhere above the rain, the stars are still there. The clouds drift slowly across the high canopy, and in a little while the rain softens, and then thins, and then ends. Drops fall for some time after, from the leaves down to other leaves, a slow, gentle tapping that is no longer the rain. Then even that grows quiet. Through the small gaps in the canopy, where the great trees do not quite touch, the southern sky opens. The stars are countless. The Milky Way runs as a long, pale band straight overhead. The Cruzeiro do Sul, the Southern Cross, lies low and clear above the dark line of the trees, 4 bright points and one smaller, the shape that the people of this place have always known. The names belong to this forest. The night sky has been read here for generations, by elders who knew which stars rise with the wet season, which stars come back when the fish return, which stars stand above the river when the assay is ready to gather. There is nothing you need to solve right now. The stars do not need watching. The river is moving. The forest is breathing. The maloca holds the hammocks. Everything that needs to keep is keeping. The village is quiet now. The fire in the center of the maloca has burned down to a few warm coals. The thin smoke still rises slow toward the thatch. The clay pot is cool. The cabaça gourd rests beside the hearth. The mandioca, the smoked fish, the Brazil nuts in their dark shells, all of it stored, all of it keeping. The hammocks hang in their long rows. The breath of the family rises and falls softly all around you, many slow breaths, none in any hurry, each one a little different. The maloca holds them all together under the one great curved roof. There is nothing you need to solve right now, nothing to plan, nothing to decide. The river keeps its own slow movement. The canopy keeps its own quiet. The forest has been here longer than anyone tonight. Your body is heavy. The hammock curves softly under you. The cloth, warm with your own warmth, lies gentle across your chest. The night air drifts in across the half walls and out again, cool and clean, smelling faintly of wet leaves and wood smoke and the slow brown river. Somewhere far off, the paru calls once more from the deep forest. The howler monkey is quiet now. The leafcutter ants are still working, but very far away. The slow drip from the leaves outside is so soft by the time it reaches the maloca that you cannot quite be sure you heard it. The forest holds the maloca. The night holds the forest.